Hi, I'm Teresa from Danbury Senior Living, and welcome to our first session of Create a Better You, an exercise program geared towards reducing falls, improving your balance, mobility, and agility. We're going to get active in your living room today, so find a chair, preferably one that is very comfortable, also one that is very solid. It can have armrests on it, but get into a solid chair. Hope everybody found a good one by now. At this time today, we're going to focus our efforts on our standing and sitting properly for your safety. So the three exercises that we're going to work on to do that starts with first our back extension. So now that you're sitting in your seat, put your feet about hip length apart. Now sit up tall, shoulders down, and let's put the hands on the knees. Now, exercise might not be for everyone. You might be saying, that's not the thing I enjoy doing each day. It's not so much what you do, folks. It's that you give a good effort. If you do it in small sessions, it doesn't seem so overwhelming. So again, today, let's focus on that proper sitting and standing. You're sitting in your chair. Your feet are hip length apart. Sitting up tall, shoulders back, hands on the knees. And with me, we're going to start with our back extension. We're going to rotate from the hips, the chin stays up, and just lean forward, feel that stretch, and then back. Each time feeling that stretch, keep the chin up, looking forward, and back. I want to see everybody being able to get that back off of the chair and forward. And you can do this at your own pace, but you're really working that lower back and coming up. Looking good. Each time try and go a little further, keeping the back straight, the chin up, and rotating at the hips. Now, if that's quite the workout, fine. But if you'd like to try it, the next step is just crossing the arms over, touching the shoulders. That's it. Now lean forward. Again, now this time you're going to feel that in the abdomen and come up. Lean forward. It's the first rotation when you stand up. That's why we like to work this. It's called the back extension. Leaning forward and back up. You can do that on your own, starting with the knees first, hands on the knees, and going up to crossing over. Do that for a minute and extend that. Great way to start the morning or anytime during the afternoon. Next we're going to do is what we call our sit to stand. You're going to start with that back extension. There's actually 4 steps when you're standing. You do it hundreds of times during the day, but break it down while we're doing this for the exercise. The first thing you want to do when standing is do that back extension. You're leaning forward. The next is you're going to push up and rotate your weight to your feet. So either you push here or with the arms. So that's 2. The head stays up, the eyes stay forward. Now stand up tall on 3 and think of the shoulders back and squeezing your backside on 4. Getting that good solid foundation on the feet. So going back to sit down, very important that again you rotate at the waist, you bend the knees, you're feeling for that chair either with the hands or the backs of the legs, and then you sit down on 3 and the shoulders come back up. You don't want to end your sitting this way. We want to sit up tall. So if you think of those 4 steps, it should look like this. We bend on 1, we shift the weight on 2. You've got it. Stand up tall on 3, shoulders back on 4, and squeezing. Are you feeling balanced? Give me that thumbs up if you're feeling good about this. Now going back, we go bend at 1, bend the knees on 2, feel for that chair. Most important, sit, and then sit up tall on 4. Okay, now some people will need a lot more push here, while others you might be able to put your hands here to push up. And as you get stronger, you could even put your hands here and work the abdomen, leaning forward, standing up tall, and the same going back then. So whatever is most comfortable and safe. We always say here at Danbury, there is no plopping allowed. It tends to be people get here and then they walk to the chair and they tend to plop. Terrible for, so many aspects. So don't plop in your chair. Get to the point where you can bend those knees enough that the chair is right there behind you and you're safely sitting. Practice. You'll never sit and stand the same if you really make that conscious effort. You'll be much safer and your body will feel much better rather than plopping into that chair. You'll notice real quickly if you're doing that after learning those 4 steps. Next, we're going to work on the arm triceps right here. And as we get a little older, that tends to get a little less toned, is I guess the way we want to say that. So I want the arms to come up. This also helps with pushing. If you don't have that strength in your arms, you might be sitting a while. So what we want to do is get your hands in a fist. You're going to lean forward, kind of doing that back extension, and then you're going to push down with the arms and bring them up. Almost like you're jumping off a ski slope there, and bring them back all the way up. Really working those arms there. And jump and back up, swing them up. Again, doing this in like 10 times would be perfect. Had to think how many times I wanted you to try that. Jump and back. Feeling that in those triceps. Jump and back. And last time, jump and back. Very good, leaning forward. Don't forget when you're doing exercise to be breathing. Don't get yourself panting. Really make a conscious effort of taking a deep breath in through the nose and blowing out the mouth. At Danbury, we really encourage our residents to be safe, to stay active, and it's important even in your own home to stay active. Do a couple things each day that make you feel better, get that heart pumping, and that you've accomplished something each and every day. We hope that you'll come back to our YouTube videos and like those. Also look out for us on the web pages, our website, and also on Facebook. Hope you've enjoyed our first session of Create a Better You. Come back and visit us again. Thanks and have a wonderful day.